Hello, everybody. So we have been a bit tied up since for the last few days. We all came down with a stomach bug. We went, filmed our video at Red Square, and then I came down literally that night. A couple days went by, nothing, and then unfortunately the kids came down with it, and then they had it through the 7th, 8th, kind of the Orthodox Christmas time there, and now Beth's came down with it like a day or two ago. She's fortunately bounced back the fastest, so that's good. We've been basically hibernating inside mostly the last few days, but that has given us some time here since the kids have been a little bit off. But we've kind of had some time to basically sit here and kind of review some of our old footage, and we decided to put together a quick video on the Moscow metro system. I've heard people say before that when you come to Moscow, like the metro is its own kind of tourist destination. It's like its own thing you need to make sure you go and see. That is absolutely true. A lot of, for example, American viewers, I think especially, wouldn't quite understand that because to Americans' mind, metro system. I know about the New York City metro. I mean, what's the big deal? I wouldn't make a trip to go see that. To be absolutely honest, you'd probably make a trip to like avoid seeing it. It's terribly run down, filthy. All the sights and smells. Actually, to be even more serious, even the crime and all, like the tragedy that happens not too long ago on that. So I mean, so for an American, the idea of saying the metro is like a highlight you really need to go see, that one does not compute. The Moscow metro is quite the experience the other way, though. It is quite the feat of engineering, but it's also kind of like an artistic trip to see as well, because a lot of these metro stations, they're absolutely beautifully decorated. The thing about it is kind of the styles all over the place, because you have some of these that are older, damaged World War II, restored, whatever the case may be on these. Some of these are almost like a time capsule. You go in, you see this, beautiful art from the Soviet era. Other stuff, has been remodeled, changed. Other of these stations you can tell, are newer, so they're completely modern style. If you're interested in history, whatever, you could basically just hop on a metro car and just hop off at different stations and just kind of poke your head in and look around at the architecture, the different art styles, all of that. And it's so funny because you'll be on one, it'll be like beautiful modern look, looks like something you'd find, you'd expect to find in in China or somewhere, very modern. And then you'll hop into another one, it'll be like this, ornate like mosaics, things like that. It's quite fascinating. Others you'll find all these busts, memorials, from the Great Patriotic War. That's World War II. You see all sorts of things. It's fascinating. Now the other thing as well is just it works very efficiently. It's on time. You go down, you ride the escalator. Now for an American as well, the escalators are like super steep and it gets very deep. Goes very deep in the ground compared to what a lot of us are probably used to. And but by the time you hop on the metro, it's goes pretty fast. As long as you get on that line, it gets you to wherever you're going. Everything's very modernized. Well, once again, you'll find some older cars that are, look a bit old, and then other ones are these like brand new, look almost luxurious. To ride the metro, there's you can get like a card that basically will have a pass, and you just swipe it as you kind of go through the turnstiles. You get down in there though, but it's all pretty self-explanatory. The nice thing about Moscow is I was told this was after hosting the World Cup. There was a lot of like sprucing things up, so a lot of the signs and all in the metro, even if you don't speak Russian, a lot of them are still like they have it written in English underneath the Russian, so it's pretty easy to get a hold of, even as a foreigner just visiting. Even if you speak like no Russian. The other nice thing about it is you can go on and download the Metro app, and it just has like this map will pop up, and you can just put in, going from this metro station to that metro station, and it'll show you which line you need to go on, if you need to make a change to another line, which stop to hop off at. and about how long it takes. And the time estimates are pretty accurate because these metros trains they run, you go to the stop, it's like every 45 seconds, a minute, a new one comes in, and it's pretty much like clockwork. It's quite efficient and very impressive. The other nice thing with the metro is it's actually not been too difficult to take the kids somewhere. So, like, even though they're quite young, they got used to the escalators very easily. Just take them by the hand, stand next to them on the escalator, that goes fine. The other thing, though, is in Russia, like, far more strongly than the US, there is a kind of a public culture of, like, courtesy based around helping people with families, the elderly, pregnant women, things like that. To where if you go on public transport and you have children, people just automatically are going to stand up, give you their spot, and say, "Got kids, sit here." And so we come walking in, we've had times where it's me and Beth and all three kids, and we've gone somewhere. And it's actually quite easy because, everyone's so polite about it. It's just such a built in culture. And don't get me wrong, like, people in the US are polite, but there is just not this automatic culture. At a point where it's just like everything was cramped, and there was, like, little old lady, other people with kids, just wasn't enough for. So people make room for the kids. So I'm still kind of standing there, and everything's still kind of, cramped and tight and all there because it's kind of a rush hour time. And this other woman picks up one of the kids and just puts her on her lap and gives her a piece of candy. And it's like, well, people are super helpful, friendly, and that's just how it is. The other thing, though, is, the children also, they just love the Metro. You get on there, everything rides very smoothly. It's not really the newer cars and all, they're not that loud in the grand scheme of things. So there's so many times I'll sit the kids down. If we've been going somewhere and they're tired, I'll look over. Mary especially, she just passes out. She'll just be head on my shoulder, or sometimes we're just head flopped over on her brother's shoulder if they put them next to each other, and she'll be out. Now Walter, on the other hand, like, it's time to socialize, so he'll sit there and smile at people. And I've had so many random quick conversations in the metro of all places. The stereotype that Russians don't talk in public does not hold up if you have kids that smile. One older, pensioner, like a retired gentleman, just sitting there and just starts sharing stories about being a kid and looking at the kids and like, oh yeah, this is all, this is like so cute and all that. I remember when I had my children that age and all. So yeah, it's always fun. The kids kind of actually really enjoy it in their own way.
So yeah, that's been our experience with the Moscow Metro so far. We hope you enjoyed this video and thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please see our description box below for all our links, Boosty, channel membership, email address, and Telegram channel, along with information for our immigration lawyer. We love hearing from you guys, so please don't be shy to write us. Thank you so much for watching again, and we hope to see you again very soon. Have a great day!